Hey, this is your girl Julie with another episode of Julie's Take. I just wanted to talk about recently I looked at Jason Sid, aka King Sid's video versus Diamond Flawless and her dad. Now, this is my thing. It's gonna be very brief. Um, a lot of people claim they looked at King Sid's video, but to me, like I said, maybe he needed to do a little bit more explaining of the incident or if it even happened or how she get the thing around her neck. My thing is, I'm 31 years old, so it doesn't, to me, logically, I'm thinking this. When I see a father whose daughter has been claimed to have been abused by their boyfriend and he's acting how he's acting, to me, it just shows that either it didn't happen, it's a lie, or to me, it's a lie because there's no authorities being called. There's no lawyers involved. There's nothing. It's just pretty much he say, she say. So how can we believe either or? With me, what I respected from King Sid, aka Jason Sid, was the fact that, yeah, he probably, a lot of people feel like he didn't take it seriously because he wore a no abuser. I think that he was trying to basically say that he is not an abusive person. Not to say that you can't yell at someone or you can't curse someone out that you love, because we do it. We get irritated sometimes, frustrated, mad, pissed off, and we can curse out the people we love. But do I believe personally that he's ever physically putting his hand on her? I don't know. I wasn't there. Only thing I could say is what I respected about his videos that he broke everything down. The fact that her father decided to bring in Rihanna and Nicki Minaj and R. Kelly and Mike, what did those celebrities have to do with your daughter? They're not her and she's not them. Okay, that's first off. Second off, like regular, degular, smegular women and men get abused on a regular. So are you saying that celebrities it's more relatable or ideally able to get worked out because they're famous? I don't know. But what made me feel like the father and both Diamond Flawless is lying is because when I'm looking at Jason Sid, aka King Sid's video, the way he explained things, if this person is abusing you, she seems like, or she, just the vibe I get from her by how she talks and her attitude and things of that nature, she doesn't seem like the type of person that would be around someone who is doing that to her. She seemed like the type of person that would instantly press charges or get authorities involved or get something going. So for her to have told her father and they had conflicting stories about either when it happened or not when it happened. My thing is this, everyone's so quick to say the marks, the marks, the marks. August the 14th, she says when she broke up with her because that she broke up with King Sid, right? Because he put his hands on her. And then he choked her, right? That morning. Why is it that the video they did where she did that day with her little brother versus Jason Sid on Who Knows Me Better, you didn't see any mark? People, you got to start paying attention. Read between the lines. If the mark wasn't there before, not to say that he couldn't have choked her after, I'm just saying, I live in a world or I live in a logical common sense space that I don't put anything past anyone. Do I believe he's an abuser? I don't know. Do I believe that she could lie about something like this? I don't know. But all I know is maybe she is lying because when you hear the dad's story and then you hear her story, they're conflicting. It's not on the same page. So I feel like the fact that you said that you broke up with him on August 14th, why are you still taking trips and buying expensive shoes and going out with them and making out with them and still going over with? And why is the father allowing his daughter who's been abused by this person, why are you coaching her to be around him? I'm not coaching you to do shit. What I'm coaching you to do is I'm going to pull up on this young man while he's with his parents and I'm going to tell him what he's been doing to my daughter and that we're going to the authorities and we're pressing charges. Now that's my thing. Why isn't the father behaving as an adult? Why is it that it took one post for her to now say he's abusing her? the entire time they were in a relationship, he wasn't abusing her. It was never said, never talked about, yada yada yada. My thing is, as a parent and a medical professional practitioner, someone who's a psychiatrist from what he said, and he took the oath twice. Why would you not coach your daughter to go to the police and tell her story? Why aren't the authorities involved? Why aren't your lawyers involved? Why isn't this young man behind bars? No one can answer these questions, but yet everyone's looking at the marks, and people can, like, these young girls can take makeup and put a line there. All I'm saying is the video she did with her younger brother versus King Sid, there was no mark on her neck, and she did not look visibly fearful. She looked pissed off, mainly because he didn't know her birthday. So look, she is cheating with her ex. We're getting this whole dynamic. If she is cheating with her ex, right? Why couldn't the ex have put his hands on her? I'm just saying. We're living in this world where we believe anybody who puts their narrative out first. Me, I'm just logical. I just don't believe any parent will react the way her father's reacting and making fun and making memes and mocking someone who physically abused their daughter. I don't believe a father would coach their daughter to be around him. I think a father would say, if this person comes in 100 yards of you or comes near you, you call the cops, you get the fuck away from them, or you call me and let me, and I'm pulling up and I'm beating that nigga's ass. He has done none of these things, but you can pull up on King Sid's friend. I just don't I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I believe that someone's lying about something. Either they're over embellishing. Maybe he did choke her, or maybe it was in a sexual manner. We don't know because nobody was there. But I think someone's over embellishing or either lying, or they're just trying to make him look bad because they don't want Diamond Flawless to be seen as a slut or a cheater. But you are a cheater, considering the fact that you were in a relationship with someone. If you're in a relationship with someone, no matter how frustrating, irritating, upset, or mad you get, you don't go from them and go to your ex's house and then expect them to be like you're not cheating. And then what's worse is that your father knew that you were at your ex's house, and instead of him being a man of just being a man in general, because if you wouldn't want your wife to do that to you. So being a man in general, yeah, that's my daughter. I'm a cover for her, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially if I know you to be a good guy. Like, she's at her ex house. I know where she's at. She's at her ex house. They're doing a record together. That's all you had to say. Case in point, move forward. I don't think he was stalking her, because considering the fact that the father said, we use our iPhone locations as a safety thing. So if she's someplace that we've never seen or known, we're gonna be like on it. So it's like you're doing the same thing he's doing, but because you're her father, it's not considered to be what you would call it stalkerish. And then another thing that got me was the fact that you saying you weren't bashing him, but that's exactly what you're doing. Not only are you bashing him, but you're defaming his character, because if he never put his hands on your daughter physically, like physically abused her, then you can get sued from that for that. And if I was him, I would sue. I don't know whether he did or not, because I was not there. If he did do it, trust me, he's going to get his karma. But if he did not do it, she's going to get her karma too. So just remember that. Just remember, we reap what we sow. We live in a society where we reap what we sow. So for me, I'm just looking at it as, you're with King Sid. You're only with him for the views. You're only with him for the fame. You're only with him for the money, the clout, whatever. But you really want to be with your ex. And that's cool. Be with your ex. But I personally believe, and this is just my theory, that I feel like maybe her ex probably choked her, or maybe did something to her. Maybe he's the abusive one, but she wants to make it seem like King Sid is. I just don't believe it. Not to say that he couldn't have done it, but all I'm saying is, if he did abuse her or physically attack her, then he's wrong and his justice needs to be served, which means y'all need to be taking action, going to the police, writing the police reports, getting the authorities involved, getting your lawyers involved to sue. Period. But none of that is happening. And to me, I feel like it's not happening because it's big capping going on. Someone said it best. It's his side it's his story, her story, and then somewhere in the middle is the truth. So we're gonna just wait till this play out. This is another episode of Julie Takes. Of course, like, comment, subscribe to my video. Please comment down in the comment selection what your thoughts are. Do you think she's lying? Do you think he's lying? Do you think the father is doing a bit too much? What are your thoughts? Please give me your feedback. Thank you, and I'm out.